I'm Jared Gerritzen, Project Lead on Blacklight, and you're watching Platform32.
Last year's downloadable game, Blacklight Tango Down from Zombie Studios, aimed to revolutionise the download market by offering a AAA gaming experience for a budget price. The sci-fi shooter delivered on its promise, and for the same price as a Call of Duty map pack, it provided gamers with one of the best downloadable FPS experiences on a console. Some unpopular gameplay design choices, a delayed PS3 version, and a sadly never released patch for the Xbox Live version meant it split opinion amongst gamers and never reached the heights of success it deserved. But those who got into it saw the potential, and because of its initial success, it forced other developers to try and push the boundaries of their downloadable titles, and because of this, the standard of DLGs on all platforms has increased significantly. The follow-up to Tango Down, Blacklight Retribution, not only follows firmly in its predecessor's footsteps as a fast-paced action shooter, but Zombie's new title also intends to push boundaries when this game is released on the PC as a free-to-play game. But what are the advantages of free-to-play? I asked Jared Gerritzen, Project Lead on Blacklight Retribution, and these noises came out of his mouth hole.
With it being a free-to-play, we're allowed to update monthly with new content. We're going to have new maps for free every 2 months, and we're really following up to the Blacklight franchise with something really special, I feel.
New maps for free every 2 months? Take that, Call of Duty! With the uproar over the new COD subscription service, Call of Duty Elite, and Activision's attempts to squeeze as much money out of their fan base as possible, it's a refreshing change to hear a developer talk about offering content for free. And when it looks as good as it does in this demo footage here, the news that you can play the game for zero cash is blooming amazing. Sure, to make money from the game there will be the standard free-to-play microtransactions that let you pimp out your soldier with all the best weapons without having to put any effort into the game, but the base pack and the majority of Retribution will be absolutely gratis. Lovely stuff. Now, I don't have a clue what all the techno babble in those boxes in the bottom left of the screen means, but what I do know is this game runs on the Unreal 3 engine with DirectX 11 support, which in layman's terms means that Retribution will be the best looking, most advanced free-to-play game yet. So, how do the graphics this time around compare to Tango Down?
The graphic landscape of Blacklight really is taking the last game to the level that we wanted to bring it to. Being PC specific, we're able to really focus on one console. We don't have to make it run on a lower console that might not have the RAM, but it has other systems. So we're really in control of this fully. We used a lot, I mean, the last game we had a lot of focus with it, but this has been really dialing that imagery in. You know, looking at a lot of anime, looking at a lot of, you know, sci-fi movies and everything like that. We really wanted to have the game not look like what's out there. Last game was in the right vein, but this is definitely where we want to put it.
For those of you unfamiliar with Blacklight Tango Down, one of the coolest parts of the game was its futuristic interpretation of modern-day weaponry, with one of the most standout items being your hyper-reality visor, also known as the HRV, which allowed you to see your opponents anywhere on the battlefield with the touch of a button. Flashbang grenades were upgraded to combat the HRV, so they momentarily crashed your visor and sent it into blue screen of death mode, while smoke grenades caused a digital distortion on the battlefield to block your view. While all these features remain in Retribution, I was keen to know what other new tech and weaponry we would be able to get our hands on.
The new tech in Blacklight is really the hard suit for one. It's a giant mechanized tank that, you know, you can get and call in and run around and beat the hell out of people. We've taken a lot of overpowered weapons that we don't want to put into a loadout and put it into something called a weapons depot, and you buy everything through that by getting kills or capturing points or just doing any gameplay systems, and then you can come in and get these super weapons. And you know, those range from like a grenade launcher that when you shoot it sticks onto someone, and then an airstrike falls pretty much onto them and just pretty much chase people with flamethrowers and rocket launchers that are kind of like I'd say like Macross drunken rockets. You know, they just blow up and they shoot all over the place.
I don't know if you spotted it, but in that interview footage that was played just then, you could see in the background, in soft focus sadly, one of the weapon depots Jared was talking about actually being used. Here you can see the player buying something and then shooting a beacon at the floor, which causes a hard suit to be dropped in from the skies. Badoosh! Money well spent and time to get your Roboto on. During my playthrough of the game at E3, my attention was drawn to the fact that there has been a taunt button added to the game. As I'm completely childish, I can't resist a good taunt, and I'm sure you guys feel the same, so I pressed Jared for more details.
Yeah, we're bringing the taunt back, really. We have upper body taunts and full body taunts. Really, all the developers are completely immature, and we gave people achievements for teabagging in the last game, and we're still going to that level.
I was going to say, is there a tea party taunt?
There will definitely be some sort of. We want to make sure that it doesn't break any. We won't have it super lewd, but it'll be funny.
Tango Down had masses of customization, and again in Retribution you can play with every aspect of your gun, similar in the way you can tune cars in detailed racing games. In the in-depth customization menu, you'll be able to alter your barrel, ammo, stocks, optics, colours, and best of all, you can even add custom weapon tags, which was one of my favourite additions to the original. These tags not only added extra perks and buffs to the player, but they also look pretty cool too. I didn't get to see any during my short go on Retribution though, and I wanted to know if they would be included again.
Weapon tags are absolutely coming back. We're going to take the weapon tags. We're taking the entire thing. Everything that we had in the last game, we're bringing it, we're adding to it. Weapon tags are going to be even cooler this round. We're adding effects to them, and it's going to be really, really cool. When you pick up someone's gun and you see that weapon tag, they're going to be people that are really, really stoked on it, I think.
In the Western world, the free-to-play market is still pretty small compared to places like China and Korea, where it is insanely popular and big business for games developers. The look and feel of the levels and the weaponry in Retribution has been heavily influenced by Asian sci-fi. So is this an attempt to break into that Asian market, or will Blacklight only be playable in a localized form?
Right now, we plan on going worldwide. We're going to definitely have localization started in the next few months. We want to get it into China. Right now, we're not planning on getting into China, but we want to get this game played. I mean, that's why we're doing it. And it being free to play, China's very, very strong with that, same with Korea. And I think that if we can make a game that's relevant that they want, it'll definitely go there. Working with Perfect World is definitely a super huge plus. They're one of the largest free-to-plays in China, so that's definitely going to help us out and hopefully get us worldwide.
So there's a hell of a lot to be excited about here, especially if you're a PC gamer who loves value for money. The game looks stunning and the build we got to play with ran really well, so I would definitely recommend heading to www.playblacklight.com now to sign up for the beta, which will be available when?
We are planning on doing beta Q4 of this year, so very soon.
Awesome, thanks Jared, can't wait. Now, if only we could get the game released on consoles. Come on zombie, you know you want to. Before I left the Perfect World booth at E3, I managed to grab this really cool Blacklight Retribution t-shirt to keep for myself so I could wear it down the pub. Nice, eh? Nah, only joking. I will of course be giving it away to one lucky viewer, and all you need to do to win is answer this stupidly easy multiple choice question and email your answer to p32comp@hotmail.co.uk with Blacklight as the email title. And the question is this: what was the prequel to Blacklight Retribution called? Was it A, Blacklight Tango Down, B, Blacklight Mango Down, or C, Blacklight Bingo Bango Bongo Down? The lucky winner will be picked and announced on our Facebook page on Sunday the 18th of September, so make sure you get your enter on before then if you want to win. Good luck!